friends, Scott from Platte River Keto. If you're new to my channel, welcome. On my channel, you get to come along for the ride on my keto journey. I check in with you once a week to update you on my keto progress and try to check in with you at least one other time during the week, usually to share something that I've discovered about the ketogenic lifestyle, but occasionally to share a little something that I've discovered about this little journey that we call life. Today's Saturday, which means that it's a check-in day, so I'm going to go over my new goals, as we talked about last week, and what my plan is for this quarter. I kind of had a couple of the things that I wanted to share with you, and yeah, so let's get right into it. Goal number one was my nutrition. My goals were to have 2 meals a day and to limit my snacking to specific days. I would say I was probably 5 out of 7 on that this week. There were a couple of days where I was kind of snacky, and I'll talk a little bit more about that here in just a little bit. But so 5 out of 7 on my nutrition this week. My walking, I was 6 out of 7 days this week. The one day that I didn't get my walk-in was the day that we were traveling home from Utah to Nebraska, where we were in the car for most of the day. If any of you saw my short video from that day, I did walk around the Burger King in Rawlins, Wyoming for about 10 or 15 minutes while we were waiting for our food. That was kind of an interesting lunch stop, but didn't quite get 10,000 steps that day. And so I'd say I was 6 out of 7 on that. My other exercise goal is DDPY. I was also 6 out of 7. The one day didn't get that was the day, of course, that we traveled home. And same thing for lifting weights. I was 6 out of 7 days this week lifting weights, and the one day that I didn't lift weights was the day that we were driving home from Utah back to Nebraska. So yeah, I feel really good about that. I feel really positive. I think I'm having good success. I'm settled back into a routine after we got back from our quick little trip for the wedding earlier this week. Celebrated my birthday. It was great. As you guys know, the day of my birthday was the day of the wedding, so got to celebrate the wedding and stayed keto. That was really good, so I think that overall went really well for me. Last goal, of course, my Bible study. I've done okay with that this week. I've been listening to things a few times. We have really been out of sync, though, as a family because we've been traveling all week. We got home Wednesday evening. I think it was about 7:30 or 8, and then everybody had to go back to school an early morning, Thursday morning, and we did that, and Liz and I even got our walk in that morning, but then Friday, I think it kind of caught up with everybody. We all slept in. Kids didn't go to their early morning Bible study. We slept in. We all got to school and work okay, but we all slept in, relatively speaking. And there was some question as to whether or not I was going to get my DDPY workout, my weightlifting, and my walking in that day. But I actually went and did those things all in the afternoon. So did get those in. But again, we've just been out of sync all week. Obviously, we were enjoying the festivities with the wedding on Monday and Tuesday. And so, totally not normal days. And then, of course, Wednesday, we spent the whole day driving home. So not really back on track on the Bible study, but we will definitely get there and hopefully do better next week. You can say that we're doing that every day again, like we should be as a family. But yeah, trying to get back into that routine. But overall, things are going pretty well for me. I am going to stay off the scale. I've decided that. I know I talked about that quite a bit with you guys last week and asked for some suggestions, but I am going to stay off the scale. Now, having decided to stay off the scale, I also have a goal this week to purchase my goal clothes, which would be the next size down in jeans, which would be 38s for me, and the next size down in a polo shirt, which would be a size large. So I'm going to get those purchased so that I can start trying those on. I think I'm probably going to try them on once a week. I'm not sure exactly how that's going to work, but I'm definitely going to be keeping up with you guys. I'm still kind of percolating a little bit in my brain what I plan on doing as far as how I'm going to keep you guys apprised of my progress. Because one thing that's really important to me, even though I'm not going to be focusing on the number on the scale, is that I am focusing on my systems. And so in order to do that, I think I need to check in with you guys on a regular basis. Of course, I'm going to check in with you once a week and let you know. But I do try to do a short video every single day. Usually do that when I've gone for a walk with my wife and my dogs. But I think I'm going to kind of plan on doing a check-in with you either that way or through Instagram. Instagram/Facebook, where I try to throw up a post once a day just to kind of let you know how my day's going. So I haven't 100% decided that yet, but one of those two things I'm going to kind of let you know. Did I get my nutrition in? Did I get my walking in? Did I do my DDPY workout? And did I lift my weights? 4 things. Like a perfect day would basically be either, again, an Instagram post /Facebook post, and or part of my short video would be 4 for 4 today. And if I wasn't 4 for 4, if I was 3 for 4, didn't get my nutrition in, or 3 for 4, didn't get the DDPY workout in, or 3 for 4, didn't get my walking in. I think that's kind of what I'm going to shoot for, so that I can have some accountability with you guys, which is very helpful for me. But then also so it doesn't take up my whole short videos. If there's something I want to talk to you about, I can. Or again, I might put that in my Instagram / Facebook posts. That's kind of what I'm thinking. That's kind of what I've landed on. And we'll see how that works. But I definitely do. So for a goal for this coming week, by the time I talk to you guys next Saturday, I will have purchased my goal clothes, my 38 jeans, and my large polo shirt. Might even try to go do that today, depending on how my wife is feeling, if she wants to get out of the house with me or not. It is getting on in the day here a little bit this Saturday. We had a church activity for the whole area. All the kids in our area came to our church building here in North Platte, and my wife was involved in that. And so that's been most of the afternoon. I actually spent the afternoon cleaning out my closet and getting rid of some more clothes that don't fit. I also decided I had a whole basket full of workout clothes, some of which fit, some of which didn't. But I work out every day, as you guys know. I'm just about every day. On Sunday, I kind of do a stretch workout, but don't really work out. But other than that, I work out every day. And if I haven't touched my workout clothes in 6 months, and I work out every day, clearly I'm not wearing that particular article of clothing. So in addition to getting rid of some stuff that was too big and didn't fit, also got rid of some things that I haven't been wearing and took that all to the Goodwill. So that was kind of my project for today, was cleaning out my closet. Feels good to get organized with that. But like I said, we'll see if I can get out and get my goal clothes, because I want to do that, because I definitely want to have a way of measuring my progress and seeing if I'm continuing to make progress. So I mentioned something with my nutrition that I wanted to kind of talk to you guys about as my other little thing that I wanted to share with you today. And that was, I've become more conscious of the fact that I can get through difficult things, I guess is what I'll call them. And they're not necessarily difficult, but possibly difficult situations as far as nutrition goes. I'm do a real good job of getting through those, but then I really struggle in a couple of days afterwards. And I really think that that's because I almost want to reward myself with food, with unhealthy food, because I got through the difficult things. So for example, for this wedding, there was the rehearsal dinner, which was at a really nice Chinese restaurant in Bountiful, Utah. Great Chinese restaurant, but there was practically no food that I could eat. I mean, I basically had some of the beef with broccoli, and it was probably in a sauce that had some sugar in it. Again, I had green beans, and I had, I said beef with broccoli. I think it was actually beef with green beans. There wasn't even any I grabbed a couple pieces of broccoli out of the fried rice. Didn't have any rice, but I had some broccoli out of the fried rice. I had the beans with some beef, and I had a little bit of some of the vegetables that were in a couple of the other things, and that was all that I ate. Now, I was smart enough to get myself some food. I got myself some chicken wings before we went to the rehearsal dinner, but I really had to basically not eat at the rehearsal dinner, and then, of course, that included a dessert. Then the day of the wedding, very much the same thing. The ceremony was wonderful, of course. After that, we went and hung out at my wife's brother's house, and there was pizza, which I really couldn't eat, and there were chicken wings, which was nice. They actually asked me if there was something they could get for me, and they got some chicken wings, which was great. And then there was kind of a chef salad that was a salad with some grilled chicken and bacon and hard-boiled eggs, and so that was pretty good. But then they had these amazing, gourmet, gigantic cookies that, of course, I didn't eat and couldn't eat, didn't want to eat. So there's a lot of that kind of stuff, and I stayed away from it, which was good. And then, of course, we went to the wedding reception, and the wedding reception was made-to-order crepes. And so, obviously, I wasn't having any of that either. So there was a lot of food temptation, and I did stay away from all of that temptation. But it was really interesting when we got home Wednesday night. I was really kind of snacky. I ate some nuts, and there was a keto trail mix that we had purchased for the drive back and forth, and I really stayed away from that the whole trip, except for I had it on the way home. And then when we got home, same thing. I was just really snacky and really kind of craving something. The same thing was true Thursday and even into Friday. And I really, like I said, guys, I think for me it's been really good to finally get that into my conscious brain, to realize what's going on inside my head when I do that, and I really think that it is that I want to reward myself still with food. It's something I still struggle with. I want to reward myself because I got through a pretty difficult time where there were a lot of challenging foods available to me. And because I was able to resist those challenges, now that that whole thing is over, I end up wanting to snack. And even if I want to have keto snacks, again, as you guys know, that's one of my goals, is to not have the keto snacks except for on specified days. And so I've struggled with that. We had a couple of keto snacks in the house and here the last couple of days. And again, it's better than going completely off the rails, but it's really been a struggle for me. And it's something that being aware of has helped me, but it's something that I'm still struggling with a little bit. Obviously getting back into a routine here, I'm sure that's going to go away here in a day or two. Obviously I don't think it's going to stay. I don't think I'm going to continue to feel snacky for, weeks on end or anything. As a matter of fact, I'm kind of feeling better today even. But that's just something that I need to be aware of. I'm sure that you all have things like that, whether they're consciously in your brain or not consciously in your brain. I know that for me personally, when something goes from my subconscious to my conscious, that's when I can actually deal with it. And so I'm glad that I'm aware of it. I'm glad that I thought about it. And I even vocalized it a little bit to my wife. And we talked about it, how I was just feeling a little bit snacky because I had gotten through all those things with the wedding. And so yeah, that's what I wanted to share with you guys today. Again, my goal for this week, in addition to checking in with you on my nutrition, my walking, my DDPY, my weightlifting, is to purchase those goal clothes so I can start trying those on. You might even get a picture of me in them. I don't know. It depends on how close I am to being able to button up the pants. Don't want to share any embarrassing photos of myself. So anyway, hope you guys have had a fantastic week. Thank you as always for your support, your encouragement, your comments. I really appreciated all the comments on my video from last week. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, feel free to do that. It would really help me out. Hit the thumbs up to let me know that you liked the video. Hit the little bell icon so that you can be notified the next time I check in with you guys. Day by day, keep calm and keto on, my friends. We'll talk to you again soon.